did a thing. The last piece of the puzzle. You didn't know I've already got every other base of the Packout, I guess you could say. I've got the trolley, I've got the roller box, and this is the dolly. But this is gonna be for something special. What I'm actually wanting to do is do a couple of modifications on this really quickly. I wanna use this tomorrow. It's actually Monday. Really, I should be heading to bed, but instead I'm out in the shed. And what I'm wanting to do is throw this on top, or using some of the stealth mounts, Packout feet. All this is basically a knee pad. So you can see you got the padding there, got the handles, just a thin plastic piece. This is roughly, what was it, 24 bucks? The Packout dolly was $136, which I think is actually a big stretch, especially you could make up something a lot cheaper. But I thought we'd go this route just to jump on it, see how it goes, do a couple of reviews. Maybe it is worth it. Let me know if you guys have used it. I would love to hear your thoughts on it, especially compared to all the other avenues you can go down. But yeah, so basically this, I'm still not sure. It is a very thin plastic. So screwing these in, I may have to get maybe pot rivets or something. Might have to change it up tomorrow, but we'll give this a go with some screws, see where it takes us. All right, man, there's actually, oh, you got to put everything together. I would have thought it'd be almost done for you. All right, let's, I guess it's just a couple of wheels and that part. What is that? Is that for the lock? I literally have no idea. You would think I would have looked at this already, but yeah, 4 wheels, beautiful. All right, so we've got this, which I still actually don't know what it does. So looking at these instructions, it's not the greatest. That's supposed to be the only one on this. Yeah, it looks like it just needs to be, got a mallet. Ooh. There we go. You're not getting that in with your hand. If you did, good on you. That's heaps better. Is this how you do it in Milwaukee or what? That's better. Wake up the neighbors. Sweet. Yeah, they're not coming out. So that goes in under there. Self-explanatory. That fits in there. The lock pin through there. Sweet. All right, we're getting somewhere. What does that do? It says quick stop loading lever. Looks like I've done it right. That it? Is that just so you can stop it while you're loading? So you push it down. That seems like a lot of effort just for that. Really? Maybe it's just me. What do you think? That just seems like overkill just to, yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens when I start utilizing it, but let's get on to the main part. What I'm looking at doing is utilizing this at work. I'm doing fit off at the moment, and I'm doing a lot of kneeling down, trying to sit wherever I can, and basically going along the walls, fitting off just all sorts of gear. I'm also wanting to use my drawers, which is what I've actually been using. I've been moving them around, but the drawers are a little bit awkward, not comfortable to sit down on all day. And I figured, why not use this as a cushion, but also some handles for the Packout drawers, because they don't really have a proper handle. It's a little bit awkward, just got some little nibs on the side, but I'll utilize this so I can roll it around, makes it a lot easier. I can have my drawers on top. This will sit on top of that, so I can move it around, have my PowerPoints fixings in the drawers, and basically use it that way. I hope that makes sense. What I'm going to do, and it actually fits really nicely with where the Packout channels are. So we'll pull apart a packet of these. If you haven't seen them, stealth mounts. I'll put a link to the Amazon link for these in the bio, so you can check those out. They've got a heap of gear. I've got a whole pile of gear that I'm looking at putting in the shed. And if you haven't seen these just screw or rivet into anything you want, and it allows you to clip it into there. So we're just gonna go 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 in each corner. Throw 4 in, make sure they're fully in the lock position. And we're just gonna get a bit of tape. I'll throw that without stretching it nicely over those. So you just wanna mark 1 hole, 2. Super simple. Alright, so I'm just going to lean this back a bit, and then we're just going to mark So that's going to be in line with that. Beautiful. I don't know if I need that mark, but we'll throw it in anyway. And then we'll throw that there. Why not? It's probably an easier way. I'll mark the outside, so that line inside there, 33 mil. As long as they're both the same. 33, that's pretty good. And then here we've got 83. So this will do a bit of overkill, but so that's the front edge, back edge. So I'll line that up and we can get that mark. So that'll line up with that. Same over here. Mark it there. Like that. Measure that. It's bang on 40. 40, we want it the same this side. Is this a lot of effort or what? That's what I'm here for. Do the silly stuff at silly times and see what happens. Could be just a total flop, doesn't work, no good, and I'll throw it in the bin. So that's the front, which is this one. So if we take this off, look at that. Sorry neighbours, really, really sorry. That's good. I didn't really need to make those marks because you can see, if we line that up with that, looks pretty good. So we'll pull this off, beautiful. That looks pretty good to me. I'm only looking at using little screws. I'm hoping the cushion, it's actually fairly firm. It's meant for your knees. So it's fairly firm and a couple of screws will be within the plastic. So hopefully it won't be sitting on them, but we'll give it a go and see what happens. So, something like this. So I'm pretty sure these are 20 mil, which if I'm sitting on that, it's gonna be a problem. So all we're doing is screwing through these. So we've got to line these up with those dots. Smash them in, too easy. So with putting these in, I've done it with a few things now, and if you are a little bit off or a little bit sideways, it usually doesn't matter too much. It'll just make it a little bit tighter. Usually if you're bang on, it'll be somewhat loose. You have got a little bit of play in it. Here's to waking up the neighbours. It makes sense to use some old Makita, yeah? So this is actually my old gear. Had this roughly 10 years ago. Still working really good. Highly rate Makita. Got a Milwaukee bit on it, but yeah, still rate the gear. Keen to actually get back onto the, I want to get onto the 40 volt range. So if anyone's on it, especially if you're a Sparky, let me know how you're going. And yeah, with the old kit, I had a large Makita kit and got stolen. I had roughly 6 grand, I reckon, worth of tools stolen. Was not happy. Couldn't get insurance because of how they got in, that sort of stuff. But yeah, that's when I changed over to Milwaukee. The rest is history. Here we go, here we go. Here is the first trial of the fit-off trolley. Here we go. Which one's the Ford? This way. So far, so good. Yes. Look at how that sits. Yes, I am calling that installation perfect because that's actually probably one of the best ones I've done. That's really smooth. Yes, we did it. Monday night special, guys, so awesome. I'm going to take some footage of the actual system working. So yeah, that's it for me tonight. Fingers crossed. So, this is 2 weeks after that install, and you saw a little bit of the footage from work. I have been using it pretty much all this week and a little bit of the last week. It's been fantastic. As you can see, the casters are really good. The seat's solid. It comes off fairly easily, but it's not going to just fall off any time. I actually do use it as a handle. As with the Packout drawers, they're sort of handles, but not. So you can lift it up with those. They're not the strongest, so I wouldn't recommend it. I should say, when it comes to the stopper, I did not think that was a thing, but now I pretty much use it every single day. You push it in and you can pull this off, put it back in, and so that it doesn't slide away when you're trying to push it in. That works really good. So I was definitely wrong about that one. That's a must. Obviously got tools in there, but at the moment I've been using the bottom one as a rubbish bin. So when I'm sitting down, say you're sitting down here looking down, I'll have some of my tools, just my hand tools mainly, and the rubbish will just go into there while I'm sitting and working in front of me, if that makes sense. And all my tools are on top. You've got a bit of gear, you've got some screws, usually put a couple of power points in there. And overall, it's been fantastic. The main problem I have found, the main problem has been just height. It's been a little bit high. So when I'm sitting fully back like this, you're sort of in the breeze. So I'm sort of tucking my knees up and working like this, which isn't the most comfortable. With this box, I had it on top of this for a little bit with the wheels, and I did find that a little bit better height. But overall, that's pretty much all. So I can't complain. I've been loving it, absolutely loving it. A couple of the other guys have been using it on site. They've loved it as well. So what I would like to do is get something made up. There's a few guys in the US that make them. They've got the aluminum brackets or the steel brackets on the side just to put my drill onto, the drill clip, and also hang all my tools on the side. I am getting a 3D printer, hopefully this Monday. I should actually have it here, but by the time I get used to working with it and getting it set up, it'll be a while. So I will be trying to make some fittings for this, for the tools. So what do you think, guys? Yes, no, hate it, love it? Doesn't really worry me because I've been absolutely loving it. And yeah, keen to see what comes about in the future. Till next time, guys, stay addicted to tools.